There it is, folks. That's the Salton Sea. Look, we literally have this whole canyon to ourselves. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back again for another episode here. I'm back in the desert. Check out the palm trees, and with the cuz, and we're about to go camping, and we're gonna go on a cool little adventure here. Check out this desert area, check out this big body of water, so you gotta stay tuned.
Going to get breakfast burritos.
Yeah, so excited, about to be fired. At a taco shop. You! All right, we're about to get some breakfast burritos or whatever my cousin wants. He might get lunch. So we're at this little taco shop. It's called El Ranchito. All right, we got the bag. Got a couple burritos here. So we're gonna head over to our next spot here. All right, so here's our next destination. We got about 48 minutes to go. We're going straight for now, and then we're gonna head down south. So we're headed to this large body of water called the Salton Sea. I don't know if you ever heard about it. It's one of the largest bodies of water in the entire West Coast, and it's the largest in California, even bigger than Lake Tahoe. So we're gonna go there, explore some abandoned parts, so you gotta stay tuned. There it is, folks. That's the Salton Sea.
Wow.
We're literally in the middle of the desert here, in the middle of nowhere.
Wow.
This did not occur naturally. This was an accident, and we'll get into that.
A few moments later.
All right, we made it to the Salton Sea. This place is strange. It is giving me straight alien vibes. So abandoned. Everything is just like so dilapidated. Like, it was built in the 1950s. They were just expecting this thing to be Disneyland, and it just started drying up, and people just lost interest right away, and it just started falling into disrepair. Water's all red now. All right, getting close to the water here, I can start to see that the sand is getting much more consistency of clay, and starting to get a little muddy, and there's definitely some wet spots before you can actually get all the way. Oh, I see some birds. This is supposed to be such an incredible place for bird watching. Apparently there's just thousands of species that come when they're migrating. So the beach got all crunchy, and it's these like hollow little shells. Look at that. These are like some bizarre looking shells. They're everywhere. It's like mountains of them. Apparently this sea has a funky smell at times, and we're in late March here, and I just got a whiff of it. I think part of it has to do with this water pooling right here towards the edge of the beach. Woo, there it is again. It is straight muddy right here. Trying to get to the water. I don't know if I can get any closer without sinking in. Made it to the water's edge. I mean, it's relatively clear, but it's really green and murky. Apparently the story behind this place is that they flooded the Colorado River for 2 years. There was just wide open because it overflooded a canal and a levee, and then so the full force of the Colorado River was just filling this valley for 2 straight years until it filled up enough to where it could backflow back towards Mexico. And so then it was a disaster, so they tried to make it like a recreational area. But what has happened is that there was some plane crashes and they would drop bombs in this area. All the fertilizer from the nearby farms would get washed down their canal and their drainage system, and it would end up in this lake. And then it would end out back towards Mexico, but all the sediment would be at the bottom. And they claim that it's at the bottom and it's not in the air, so it's safe. But if it were ever to evaporate, that with the dust storm, it could blow all these cancer-causing toxins into the air. So it's actually really important that we keep water in this thing and manage it so that those chemicals stay at the bottom of the lake and not up in the air. It could literally destroy Palm Springs. Wow. It could turn them into like a Mad Max scenario of dust storms and poisonous gas in the air. And so, yeah, it's not a pretty sight. So yeah, it's definitely a trip. So yeah, we just wanted to see what it looked like and kind of check it off the bucket list. I think it's worth checking out, you know, at one point, go to the recreation area, camp, and... All right, we're back in the truck. We just finished with the Salton Sea. Really cool, muddy towards the water, but really interesting. The sand literally sparkles because of the salt crystals, so that's pretty interesting. It's really decrepit, like we said, so we'll have to check it out from like the state park perspective. Maybe it's a little bit more, you know, put together. This is just on the other end of the lake, or sea, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and head to our next destination, which is the Desert State Park, Anza-Borrego. So this is gonna be awesome. We're gonna do a little off-roading and try to find some dispersed camping spots, so gotta stay tuned.
20 minutes later.
All right, guys, we made it to the state park. It's really nice here. It's like a freaking alien planet, yo. It literally looks like Mars, like we literally just landed on another planet. Okay, so we're at the worth of the Badlands. This is Anza-Borrego Desert State Park. It's the largest state park in California, second largest in the contiguous United States. So we were just at the Salton Sea over here. We made a quick stop over here, and now we are here. So we just passed a couple dirt roads. Those didn't seem too long. So coming up is Coach Whip Canyon, and then we have this long Rock House Canyon Road. So we might check that out. We also might check out some of these. Actually, it was a pretty quick drive from here to here, so this isn't as long as I thought it would be. So yeah, definitely gonna have to check these out. You guys stay tuned. All right, we made it way back in here. We're off-roading. Look at these crazy formations. This place is incredible. Just parked right here for right now. All right, so we've been off-roading for just a little bit here. Turned off onto one of these dirt roads, and pretty interesting. I mean, there's some cars back here, like little Honda Civics that are riding on this dirt road, just sending it. So we're just exploring this little area. You got some people camping over here. It's hard to tell if the road continues or not, so we might investigate on foot here and try to see. Probably won't camp on this specific road, but definitely one like it. So yeah, it's a pretty sick spot. You gotta stay tuned. All right, so we made it to this place called Clark's Dry Lake, and it literally looks like a mirage. You can see it, and it totally looks like it's water. It's absolutely insane. And this is just a really trippy lake. It's like all scaly. You can definitely tell there was water here at one point. There was water here as late as, you know, the end of the Ice Age or so. So it's definitely been a while. So it's been dry for some time. I bet you after it rains, it might collect some moisture, and you could probably dig down deep and get some mud and, you know, filter it that way. But other than that, I mean, we're in March and it is toasty right here. Like, there's no way anything could survive here in the summer, water-wise. Like it feels like it's 90, but it said only 81 earlier. Here we are, Clark's Dry Lake. This place is straight out of a Stephen King novel. Where the aliens at? All right, so we're getting ready to have a little lunch here. So go ahead and get the stove onto the fuel. So instead of popping out the big guy. Just pulled out this little guy. Just need one pan and a gas, and we are sparked. Pan on. Beautiful. Got some olive oil in here. We got some jalapeno cheddars for lunch today. Getting the pan nice and toasty. Get these guys opened up and put on the pan. Uno, dos, tres. Dogs are on. Looking mighty good. Pulled out a nice refreshing Dr. Pepper for myself. 23 amazing flavors. Not sponsored. One sip, everybody knows the rule. Been sitting in the cooler all day, the fridge. Just plugged into the truck as we're driving. Just perfect setup. Can't beat it. Starting to get some nice color on these guys. Moving around, bouncing around a little. Ooh, this is gonna be fantastic. I cannot wait. Update, time to pull the dogs off. Go ahead and grab my Stater Brothers bun. Easier.
You want me to serve you up, Chef?
Yes, please. I'll take one dog.
Yeah.
Thank you. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna put a little ketchup on there. All right, one bite. Everybody knows the rule. Here we go. Let's see what he thinks. Fantastic. Raghead approved.
Later.
All right, so we left. Oh man, my truck is dirty. We left that Clark's dry bed lake area. We tried to find some spots there. Nothing really blew our mind. So we're headed to this this peak where it's supposed to be this crazy view of all these mountains, and we're on this just really sandy area right here. And there's these really cool red mountains behind us. Look at this little valley. There's been a lot of water activity over the years here. Whoa! Look at this hole. I wonder if what lives in here. You literally just follow this creek bed and it just winds around and it takes you right into this just incredible valley. Alright guys, we made it to Fons Point. Just had a nice little beef jerky snack. Nice little drink, and we are on the move. It's so beautiful here. It's so windy though, so we're enjoying this for now, but we're gonna head down the hill like I said, try to find a good site, so it should be a fun night.
Later that same evening.
Wow, this place is sick, dude. These guys got the best spot in the camp. All right, we're at the end of this little canyon where these guys got a really cool spot, but honestly, we might be able to just park here at the end and kind of walk our stuff in. Take a look. We literally have this whole canyon to ourselves. Connor's up there getting a view. Is it cool up there? Yeah. Huh. So I just made the executive decision. We are going to camp here. We're not too close to these guys because we're able to walk way back here and the sound kind of dies. So I think this is going to be pretty sick. So you got to stay tuned. All right, we got the truck turned around and backed up as far as we could, so we're gonna go ahead and unload and get camp set up. So we got all the stuff unloaded. Now we're gonna go ahead and set this tent up. Just chill out for a little, and then we're gonna get going on our dinner. Okay, we got the tent up. I'm all sucked because I was carrying the cooler. It's a crappy cooler. It leaks through the other side, but hey, it'll get us by for the night. So now we're just gonna kick it for a little bit, put on some music here, and then we get going on dinner.